This is The Experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hey there, hi there, ho there. You're as welcome as can be.
Hi, I'm Nancy McCann. Welcome to Friday Night Live on The Experience.
Welcome, everybody. It's Fat Jack's Comicrypt. Brendan, Al, Jason, hanging out.
There I am. Welcome back to Kicking It with Henry, folks. I am your host, Henry Kumpa. It's great to be here with you guys.
So we are going to talk about books that are in stores this week.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Mishmash.
Hello, and welcome to the Black Comics Universe, presented by Peep Game Comics.
And you gotta love it that the first people in the minute to skim it are creators.
Up, everybody! Welcome to another Wednesday Warriors. My name is Joey Galvez, and this is my pal Ambrosia.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to Space Cadet.
Hey!
What's up?
Welcome, everyone, for another episode of I Must Ask You a Question.
Hi, everybody, welcome to Nerd News Now.
Hey, this is Rex. Welcome to Comic Collectibles.
Hey, hello, all you happy people. Welcome to the Dan Wickline Show.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is the crazy show that we do on Thursdays called What's in the Box? What's in the Box?
Comic culture and sales.
Hey, guys, it's us. It's us. Do you think they'll make a promo out of this? Do you think so? Wait, let me get up. I can't get Al into the frame. There he is. There's Al. All right. Look at that sweet, sweet face. Oh, you're so pretty. Do you want to tell everyone who we are?
Not after that. The Latchkey Manifesto.
Oh, yeah. Dude, we really did look like homeless people.
Yeah, we look like shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure hoodie's clean.
Well, it's clean today, because, I washed it. You know.
You got one up on me?
I don't know. I got two of them.
I'm saying you got one up on me.
Oh, yeah, all right, I got that going. I mean, Jason over there, look at him. He's looking spiffy as hell.
Put your shirt on, Chief.
Yeah, please. We told you, stop getting naked.
You said not during the show.
The show is happening now, so put your pants on. Sorry. It is really awkward, because I can't stop looking at that sweet, sweet booty you got over there. You want to talk about a peach? This guy. Welcome, everybody. We're Fat Jack's Comicrypt. I'm Jason. That's Al. That's Brendan. We're just hanging out. Sell some comics. Probably talk a lot of Sixers tonight. Probably get into a lot of world news. No. I'll do my best not to. Though, trust me, I'm always on the edge.
Two showstoppers.
Always on the edge. Yeah. What was it? Was it last week where I got into the my father's death?
Yeah. Well, that's because things happen, and yes.
But it's so. Again, can you imagine your Mike, and you pay the two of us to just sell some books,
you know what?
and yet he's sitting there going, my employee, the manager of my shop, is about to cry on camera.
My company.
Well, everyone, thank you very much for hanging out with us. I imagine most of you have seen us before, but if you haven't, we're a claim sale show. I think that's the term. If you want to claim any books tonight, and if you claim something, it's with the implication that you're going to purchase it, we're going to need to do a couple things. If you are close to our Philly shop here in Center City, Philadelphia, any books that you claim tonight will be on hold under your name behind the register. If you are closer to our New Jersey shop, we will send those books over there for you to pick up. If you are outside of the area and you have shopped with us before, we probably have your contact and shipping information, but in case we do not, we're going to need you to contact us so we can get that info. And the best way to do that is through the show's email, which is fjccshow@gmail.com. So one thing, we have a New Year's resolution that we're trying to do. Al and I are not very good businessmen, but we are going to attempt to be better employees. And so anything that is claimed tonight, more often than not, as long as life doesn't get in the way, invoices, am I wrong? Invoices are sent out tomorrow, or you try, or is
invoices will go out this week. Honestly, it hasn't been. We haven't had anybody to ship to.
Oh, okay. So
everybody's been local the last couple of weeks.
All right.
Any invoices did go out last week. If anybody's waiting on shipments, they will go out this week. If there's anything in the bag, I just have to check with Mike tomorrow.
All right.
But it hasn't been an issue. You guys have been good. So
right. Yeah. So the thing is that we're just implying anything claimed tonight, especially once an invoice goes out, we would like to have those books purchased and either shipped or picked up within the next 10 days. If not, again, no shade, no harm. But we're going to need to, if they don't get picked up and purchased, we're going to need to put those books back into the cycle, into the lineup. Because again, we are a retail shop. We are not individual buyers. We do not have the privilege to be able to sit and wait for books to sell way down the line.
What's up, Zayn?
Zayden, what's happening, buddy? Look, Zayden, they didn't kick us off.
Welcome back.
Zayden was like I got hit up a lot Sunday night last week after we didn't show up in the experience and they didn't know to come over back to Facebook. But Zayden was the first one and it was like, did it finally happen? Did they finally cancel you? Did they finally learn that you are just a poison to their brand? And we were like, no, in fact, they have not they haven't gotten smart yet, and
fools let us back.
We're still. Hey, look, we were in a package. We were in a promo package. All those people, all those professional comic book sellers, and then these two homeless dudes and a ghost that stands off camera. Anyway, so if for whatever reason, so the way you claim the books is through the chat. Please be as specific as possible, because sometimes, especially tonight. We're going to have a lot of run of stuff. Obviously, we got a bunch of Ghost Riders here. We got a bunch of Moon Girls over there. We got some Captain America, some Avengers, some Dazzlers. Yeah. So if you see a book up here and you want to claim it, please be as specific as possible so there's no confusion. First come, first serve, all that kind of stuff. Let me think if there's anything. Oh, yeah. No matter if we get off on tangents and kind of joke around and talk a lot of baloney. Hey, Kyle, I'm trying not to curse. Please just through the chat, you can claim and ask any questions you want. Al maintains that, and we prioritize. So if, especially if you don't enjoy what we're talking about, just ask about a book, and we will come to a grinding halt. They're like, oh, they're kind of getting into some heavy territory. Can we get back to the books? Thank you, Mr. Noble. You're always good at.
You don't like it?
Let me think. Oh, if for whatever reason, if there is an issue or if for whatever reason it looks like we're not acknowledging your claims in the chat, it's happened in the past where it's all off and we're not seeing certain customers claiming stuff. If there's a problem, give us a call at that number, 215-963-0788, and we will do our best to rectify it. Or worst comes to worst, just be like, yo, bastards, I want that book. And we will we'll put that aside for you. We do have a giveaway tonight. We have a Aftershock Ambassador exclusive variant. This is for the first issue of Land of the Living Gods, a book that, did it come out this week or last week? Land of the Living Gods.
I think it was
Last week? Okay, but it's a relatively new book. I'm not sure if this is the one that takes place in South Africa or Africa. Somebody came into the shop and wondered, why do we need two books that take place in Africa? And I looked at them and said, please, sir, can you not talk to me? You make me very uncomfortable. That is a.
Don't you take that fucking red hat off in the shop?
Oh, there we go. That's our first. Yeah, that's our first. Ow! I was saving. We got like what, Kyle? We have one or two. If we have one, it's gone. It's over. And hey, I said baloney. All right. Yeah, coming from Al.
I'm now concerned about the state of you guys.
You mean I'm the one over here being like, man, let me tiptoe around Carson, and Al just drops it. He's just like, boom!
There's all that Onyx talk.
Yeah, it probably was. We're feeling it.
We got a curse.
That doesn't count. I didn't want to say it. You're allowed to.
I don't want to count one.
It's all about basic cable. You know, it's what you're allowed to say on basic cable. All right. Yeah. So we talked about the way to get in on this giveaway is any book, anything that you claim tonight. Just one thing, doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter its price, nothing like that. Your name will go into a hat, a bag, whatever the hell we use. And at the end of the show, Jason here will pick the name out. Also, I want to give fair warning. I think I said this up front, but I definitely said it on the local show. At some point, my sweet, sweet puppy dog is being dropped off, and I might run out for a minute. So you can be entertained here by Al and Jason while I go get my baby girl Parker. She's being dropped off. No, I'm not leaving. I'm just going outside and taking her out of the car. So I want to give fair warning. Also, if you see Al get weird as he's pushing towards his crotch, it's because the dog is sniffing it, not that he's doing something appropriate. All right? Though, that's a good segue as we talk about, from Caliber Comics, Garth Ennis's Dicks. Yeah.
Okay, come on.
Come on, where's the drum roll?
Come on.
Come on. You can't land like a lead balloon.
Go on.
You're talking about the Caden.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Caden.
We'll get to him, Duke.
All right, Duke. So we did have 6 issues of Kanan. We are now down to 3. I want to give fair warning. If you're looking for the 3 big keys, which I think is 5, 12,
3, 5. You know what? I don't know. Mr. Bush asked for.
Yeah. It's like issue.
Specifically asked for.
Yeah, because I understood when anyone goes, yo, what are those Kanans? They're probably looking for the 3 books that cost $50 because there are a lot of first appearances and all that kind of stuff. But here we are. We have 3 issues left from our Star Wars Kanan, the Last Padawan series. The issues that we have left over are issues 2, 3, and 4. So let's show that there. That's issue 2 there. High grade copy at $6. Issue 3, another high grade at $6. And issue 4. High grade, $6. Was that Ed rolling in? Nice. Do you know the amount of people who thought that you and Ed were brothers last week?
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone was like, wait. Why did you let Jason invite his brother?
My brother would never.
Okay. Real quick. 2 people said that to me. But who can you guess was the first person to bring it up?
Does he watch your show every week and never buy anything ever?
Yes.
Does he come in here and not pay full price for anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Enough said.
Can I get 2 and 4, Kane?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, and they're actually, I put them out of order. They're the 2 closest to you.
Cool. Thank you, Duke.
Thank you, Duke.
And Duke, you don't need to be so polite in the chat. That's not what we do.
Yeah, he's being polite?
No.
Ew, gross.
That's not the Duke I know.
Yeah. Yeah, the Duke I know throws a lot of fist bumps, okay? There's nothing polite about that. All right.
Finger points.
Hey, man. You know you're having a good night when Duke starts finger pointing. I'm just saying. That's like the night has become epic. The moment Duke starts...
You know when Duke's finger comes out, ooh, Jackson, you're in for a good time.
We're on. Real quick, for anyone who didn't check out our local show... And I was just about to curse. You jamokes. Real quick, for anyone who missed the local show, we had a couple books up here. This was the Raza connective cover for Star Wars Crimson Reign, number 1. That's a high-grade copy at $8. We had the blank variant of Secret Invasion number 1. Now, I marked it as a very fine plus because this white got a little smudges on it, so it's only $20. We have the first appearance of the Toxic Avenger in comic books. This is a high-grade copy at $25, and you guessed it, they're making a movie. We also have Silver Surfer 82. Regrettably, this is a fine plus copy, not a high-grade copy, so it's only $4, but it is the first appearance and first cover of this villain by the name of Tyrant, who recently reappeared in Silver Surfer Rebirth number 2. We also have a book that has only gone up in value the past week. Avengers West Coast 56. This is a very fine copy at $20. This is the first full appearance and cover of the Dark Scarlet Witch. We also have Marvel Comics Presents 18. That's a very fine minus copy at $3. This is the issue with the John Byrne She-Hulk 8-page story. It's the first time that She-Hulk appears as a fourth wall breaking character. And she pretty much talks about all of her comics prior, and she promotes the new sensational She-Hulk book that was about to come out soon after this issue. We also have, we're not going to get into it, even though I really teed myself off with this, is Batman 418, 419, and 420, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4 of the 10 Nights of the Beast storyline by Jim Starlin and Jim Aparo with beautiful Mike Zeck covers. That's a very fine plus copy at $10. That is a awkward costume, but it is the first cover appearance of KG Beast. KG Beast.
Beast with 2 bags.
Beast with 2 bags, that's for sure. Well, wait until the next cover. That is also a very fine plus copy at $10. And then speaking of the Beast with 2 backs, and Batman maybe is a little rough. This is issue 420, the final part of 10 Nights of the Beast. Fine copy at $6. We also have up here Married with Children, the 2099, issue number 1. This was a spoof book on a lot of what Marvel specifically and a little bit of DC was doing at the time. So you better believe the Married with Children fight all of the Marvel 2099 characters. This is a very fine copy at $4. We have a copy of Spiderman number 1 by Todd McFarlane that we think, or we're pretty sure, is signed by Todd McFarlane. But this is only a good plus copy because obviously it's signed by somebody that we can't prove, and it looks like somebody got some tape and tore some of the color off of the title here, which is why we graded it at a good plus, and it only costs $4. And like I said, for $4, you can come up with a really fun story about the time you met Todd McFarlane and got him to sign. We also have Superboy number 1, the beginning of the 90s Superboy series with his cool, 90210 outfit and haircut and glasses. This is a high-grade copy at $8. It is also the first appearance of the villain Knockout. Yeah, I know, right? We also have Legend of the Dark Claw, high-grade copy at $8. The first appearance of Logan Wayne, the Dark Claw. And then we have, because again, this is very boy-centric at the moment, we have beautiful Adam Hughes cover from Gwen Stacy number 1, high grade, $5. And then we have the Adam Hughes Betty and Veronica series, but that is a gorgeous cover by Ryan Sook. That is also a high grade copy at $5. Now, I believe that's everything that we got to on the local show that's up here. Yes, because nothing else. All right, cool. All right, so we got to everything that we already talked about on the local show. Again, if anyone has any questions, you want to skip ahead or something like that, let me know and we'll get to that. If not, let's show off some of our Moon Girls. Someone had inquired about it. Now, these are all high-grade copies and they're all $5, okay? Now, it's not Moon Girl number 1. It's not Moon Girl, is it 32 or 42, the first appearance of Kingpin's daughter. Though we do have the first appearance of Devin Dinosaur still hanging out up there. But these are really cool series, actually. I'm actually kind of curious about that Moon Girl cartoon. This is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue number 23, Partners No More. This is the breakup of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. And then we get issue number 24, where Moon Girl's looking for a replacement. So of course, yeah, I mean Mojo. That sounds Moon Girl and Mojo. That's a match made in heaven. This is issue number 25, where Moon Girl joins the Fantastic Four, specifically the Fantastic Three. It's Thing, Human Torch, and Herbie the Robot shows up to hang out a little bit. And then we get Moon Girl issue number 26, with Silver Surfer and Galactus appearing. Like I said, these are all high grade at $5. Issue 27, I believe, is the... No, we're still in the Fantastic 3 storyline. It's a 4-parter. So this is issue 27. And then we got issue... Oh, yeah, 28 is the one. It's the first appearance. It's got a scroll in the cover. We had a copy of it before. It was like a $15 book, and someone bought it in the snap of an eye, and I still can't figure out what the first appearance is. Like, who is the character? Why is it worth that much? But, we sold the only copy we have, so I'm going to call it a win. But we get issue 29, where someone's reading a lot of Fantastic Four comics, that's for sure. But this is the final part of the Fantastic 3 storyline. And then you get the return, your new Fantastic Four, Moon Girl, Johnny, Ben, and you guessed it, Devil Dinosaur is back. There you go. All right. So those are all of our Moon Girls. And to be very honest with you, every single Moon Girl issue is low print run. So they're only going to get more rare as the years go on, especially considering that they were primarily aimed towards all ages and kids and things of that nature. And as we all know, kids don't bag and board their comics, which, thank you. I mean, seriously, enjoy the thing, okay?
Some dad mind. No, you can't. Don't open that. Don't read it.
Dude, the amount of times grown men yell at their children, like, no, don't do it. Well, it's okay, because my X-Men number 10 that my 2-year-old sister took out of the bag and board and tore up is now valued at $1,500.
I know a guy that lost out on the Super Bowl.
Anyway, still some books.
All right, so next up, let's talk about some dicks. So back in 1997, hey, it's the title of the book, all right? Okay? All right, it's not Dick Grayson, it's the Dicks. They're a bunch of Irish Belfast cops. They're literally detectives, the Dicks. And they're actual a-holes. But Garth Ennis and John McCree. So Garth Ennis at the time was doing Preacher. It was getting near the end. Yes?
First appearance of Omnipotentus.
Yes, that was the character. Does anyone know why that book is valuable?
Because it's the first appearance of Omnipotentus.
Yeah, right, of course. I get it. Who is is it going to appear in the Moon Girl show? I don't know.
And Freeze, the ball's in your court.
All right.
Ball is in your court.
Yeah, Freeze. Enjoy your epic anthology number 1 for $8. Okay, so Caliber Comics was near the end of their run in the 90s, and they got Garth Ennis and John McCrea, who were at the time known for the 2000 AD Judge Dredd stuff, and they were working on Hitman at that time. And if anyone read Garth Ennis superhero books in the late 90s, you can probably figure out that Garth Ennis hated superhero comics. And I'm not sure he really liked comics, but, he did. One day, what we'll have to do? I'll have to put on the Instagram page the photo of you and I looking very, with Garth Ennis. Yeah. Al and I...
It's on my old phone.
I have it too. Al and I, who have cried in bars in front of people while talking about Preacher. Garth Ennis was here for a signing, and Al and I avoided him at all costs.
We kept our distance. Everybody came in and everybody's got their books to sign. We didn't want to be those guys.
We did. But there was a moment where he was about to leave, and Al comes up to me and he goes, "Yo, we should really get a picture with him." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, man, come on. Like, when are we ever going to have the chance again?
I said, who else? I said, we're bigger fans of his than anybody else that came in today.
Yeah.
And we didn't say we didn't say a word to him the whole time.
And in hindsight, it's a good photo.
It's a good photo, and there's a good story from it.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody could have gone and had drinks like some people who have never read any of his books, but that's fine. Fine. We had a good time. It was fun.
No, it was. And we do look very, you look very awkward. Garth Ennis doesn't look like he want to be there. And I'm like throwing up like hand sign. I'm doing something just to, I'm like,
Garth Ennis started crip walking.
Yeah, Garth Ennis was like, what the hell just happened here? But at that time, he kind of always had that habit, and good, when it was obvious he wanted to kind of take out his, let's say, disdain for his more, his bigger paycheck books that he wasn't enjoying as much. He would do like a really weird offshoot book for another company, and Dix was a great example of that. I believe Caliber only did the first 4-issue miniseries, and after that it became like an Avatar book.
It was Avatar. They did a recent one too.
Did they?
It's like there's Dix, and then more Dix, and then there's even more Dix, and then there's like bigger Dix.
It's a lot of like and again, when anyone ever talks about Preacher not being good or being overrated because of its humor, and Alan and I go, you're wrong. Dix is pretty much if you just took the profane, at times juvenile humor, that's all Dix is. I mean, I don't even want to tell you, like, it's very violent, it's very well sex. It's, let's call it problematic.
It's problematic.
They're very racist.
It doesn't hold up well to the test of time.
So, we have issue 1, 2, and 3. And again, it's a great little novelty. If you're a fan of Garth Ennis or John McCrea, again, this is while they were working on Hitman, which again, that's an underrated book. Hitman, like, there were moments where Hitman hits those like heavy Preacher or like Punisher Max sort of moments. Yeah, because like there are times where it really gets into the military kind of oppression of England over Ireland. It gets into a little bit more of a nuanced view of the uprising, the Sunday Bloody Sunday. There are times where Hitman really gets heavy, and for a book where Hitman pukes on Batman's boots.
I mean, that's the big.
Yeah, that's what everyone remembers.
What was
Oh
the annual? It was like a first appearance of one of the annuals.
yeah, and or like the 6-pack, the dog welder, the dude who welds puppies to people, or the one guy whose superpower is he's just drunk and vomits on everybody. Anyway, it's more like that. So here's Dix number 1, high grade, $4, and all of these are high grade at $4. This is issue number 2, and issue number 3. Does anyone recognize that cover with the homage? I know, it looks very familiar, doesn't it? It even says, After Glenn.
Is that TV show?
I think so, yeah. Did anyone ever watch it? Did
No,
everyone like that Why the Last Man show, right? Wasn't that what it was? Oh, it's break time. Break time!
Where's my puppy?
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Hey, we're back. All right, so one thing I want to say real quick, Zainin, thank you very much for reminding me. I appreciate that. I wanted to make people aware of this recent release. This is the Milestone Compendium Volume 1. Look at this bad boy. That is a lot of comics. Now, thankfully, this stuff is back in print. We're talking about Hardware 1 through 12, Blood Syndicate 1 through 12, Icon 1 through 10, Static 1 through 8, Shadow Cabinet 0, and Zombie issues 0 through 11. This is a $60 book, but still, it is wonderful to see this stuff back in print. Again, it is a phone book, so, fair warning. They'll put out Volume 2, and that will complete the original 90s Milestone books. So I just wanted to make people aware that this has recently come out, because you better believe this will never be back in print. Just saying. We're lucky they even put this back in print. All right. Thank you, Zainin. Appreciate it, buddy.
Mr. Lime, I'm going to work out like a bell or something.
Yeah.
When the two of you agree, so,
Maybe you can get that, doesn't Staples have like a red button?
You just hit the...
You just hit
one of those...
Oh, yeah! Oh, that'll sound great on audio.
That's the Gary Lime.
Yeah.
I would love that for production. Love it.
When he's hitting the red? Yeah. He'll be so happy about it.
Thank God they're on the air.
Yeah. Real fast, we do have 2 reprints of this is Incredible Hulk number 1, facsimile edition, high-grade copy at $6, and another facsimile edition, Hulk 180, high-grade copy at $10. For anyone who missed out on it, trust me, this stuff is going to heat up again once we get close to the Echo Disney Plus series. But once again, this is New Avengers number 11, the first appearance of Ronin, who will later be revealed to be Maya Lopez, a.k.a. Echo. High-grade copy, $20. Oh, so did it work? You found something?
Yeah, let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
I mean, I can't hear it.
You guys hear it?
Oh, Hulk reprints. We just, Mr. Melendez. Hey, Sam. How you doing, buddy? Oh, yeah. Woo.
Sorry, everybody. I forgot I was at work.
Oh, why do any of you watch? You listen to my voice?
Oh, Sam.
Oh,
what's
Sam.
good with you?
It was great seeing you again, Sam.
You got your Wizards. I hope, if you didn't, oh well.
Well, he picked up his books this week. Were those Wizards?
They would have been in.
Okay, all right. They were in there.
There's always a problem if you leave something, unless you directly, it's one of those.
Yeah.
But anyway,
hey, and your buddy Carrie and I, we found out we're probably cousins somewhere deep on the Irish side. Yeah. You know how he figured out I was Irish before I even said my name?
Look at your face.
He's like, well, I'll say this. It's better than when people used to call me an Aryan. They'd be like, yeah, you probably put people in ovens. I was like, yo, dude, seriously, at least you're not denying the Holocaust happened. No, but he saw the red in my beard. He's like, yo, man. He's like, you got a lot of red in your beard. He's like, you Irish? I was like, yeah, dude. Brendan Patrick Wall? Yeah, very Irish. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to tell you about my dad? You want me to tell you about the Irish goodbye?
We too.
We're right on time. We're on time today. Everybody, just watch last week, please.
That last hour. Honestly, we didn't sell anything, but it got interesting.
But you felt better when you left here, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Off your chest.
Yeah. Felt good. Yeah.
Had a couple drinks in the night.
Jason had a really weird look on his face, and he looked like he was about to cry or vomit. I couldn't tell which.
Moving on kind of thing.
Real quick, this is Excalibur one-shot, Mojo Mayhem. This was an all-time favorite of mine growing up, written by Chris Claremont, full artwork by Arthur Adams and Terry Austin. This is the issue where the X-Babies really get involved. This is just, if anyone has a fond memory of late 80s, early 90s Marvel Comics, this is a special one. This is a high-grade copy at $6. And then now have you ever read the original Neil Gaiman Sandman? No. Okay, have you ever read the original Neil Gaiman Sandman?
It's been
not recent, but you did at some point in your life? Do you remember enjoying it?
Oh yeah.
Or was it?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay.
No, it's a classic.
It's a classic.
It's a classic for a reason. Like it's not,
well, because like
I wouldn't even say it's not for everybody. I feel like if you enjoy comics, everybody should at least give it a shot.
Yeah, because for me personally, so like I have, I bought them when they originally came out as a weirdo little kid. Can you imagine, like a 9-year-old walks into a comic store and buys Sandman #1? First of all, why did you sell it to me? It was very inappropriate. No, I kid. But so I have all the single issues, but I've been like meaning to like do a full reread of it. It's been a decade since I read it, and they recently put it all back out in print in these really nice deluxe hardcovers and stuff like that. So I picked them up as reading copies. And so the 5th one just came out like a month or so ago. And so I was like, oh, here's an opportunity to sit down and give the whole series a reread again. And I got to tell you, dude, I love it as much, if not more, than I did the first time I read it. It's brilliant. Like, I'm not saying you have to like it. It's a preference thing. But anyone who says it's overrated or it sucks or whatever other, like, great, critical theory statement you want to make, you're wrong. It's a beautiful book, like just an out and out beautiful book. And the thing that impresses me so much is in the early issues, there was so much foreshadowing. Like Gaiman must have known what his end was, but maybe didn't know exactly how he was going to get to it. But like, there's such a level of confidence to the subtext and to the foreshadowing and to like literary theory that he's introducing in the early issues, where the book might not have succeeded, and it all pays off. And just so impressive. And so because of that, the one thing that is not reprinted in that entire series or hardcover collection, and I imagine that's because Neil Gaiman didn't write this, but there was a wonderful one-shot. Jill Thompson was one of the many Sandman artists. She did the Brief Lives story arc, where Dream and Delirium go looking for their lost brother Destruction. It is very sad at the end, but if you've ever read Sandman, there's a lot of sad boy shit to it. But there was a little thing where Jill Thompson illustrated, like, Delirium tells this sort of fairy tale story, and all the Endless are like these little weird, cute children. Well, fans loved it. Like, they just couldn't get enough of it, to the point where DC even created little, like, Cupid dolls of the Endless and stuff like that. And so Jill Thompson took it to the next level and did a one-shot called The Little Endless Storybook, all fully watercolor painted, which is just gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. Again, does it benefit you to have read Sandman? Yeah, sure. But it's still just such a fun book. Lots of really heavy philosophical things interspersed in some really cutesy drawings and everything like that. It's a beautiful juxtaposition. But this is a very fine plus copy at $8. And again, this has never been reprinted. Like in any of the Sandman trades, the hardcovers, the absolute editions, nothing. So if you're curious of the Little Endless Storybook, it's only in that printing there.
And I've seen ads for it. Hey, Kyle, the Sandman audiobook, do they just read? Like, is it just...
Well, there's like a lot of little audio effects. Like, there's a guy...
It's a full radio play.
But he came... Like, he loved the audiobook so much. He was just so impressed by him. He came in, he's like, I can't wait for, like, the next volume or whatever of it. So he had to buy the trades just to continue reading it.
James McAvoy plays Death.
Who plays Death?
James McAvoy.
No, he plays Dream.
Or Dream, sorry. Kat Dennings plays Death.
Oh, okay.
And she's amazing. Delirium is Kristen Shaw, whose voice just gives me delirium.
No, nothing. I was making an objectifying comment of a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Always been in love with her.
Kat Dennings? How's it, man? You kidding me? Woo! Since 40-year-old virgin.
I dated a girl that looked exactly like her.
Yeah, me too. I watched Two Broke Girls. It's a terrible show. Kat Dennings, man. Yeah.
She's not the blonde.
Not the blonde. Yeah, the blonde's annoying. But you know. Oh, cool. All right, Marshall. There's my point. Oh, Marshall, thank you for reminding me. I gotta read at some point. Don't let me forget. We need to do some ROM comics because I want to. Robot Marshall, calm down, okay? This is not embarrassing. I want to read Robot Marshall's his first, and I think only is it your only published letter in a comic book? Yeah, but he
get off of Jason.
Right. You know what's so funny? We were trying to find like a bell or a noise for that thing, and Robot Marshall, our like supposed producer, who just stands over there and just
his hand in his pants.
Yeah, I mean, why do you keep giving us that look, dude? You know, but it's okay, man. I promise you, I will read your letter. Okay, relax. All right.
I love Rob and Micronauts.
Yeah. But real Marshall, thank you very much. Even though I got to be honest with you, if you see what this robot's like, you might not have been the best person for the template to create the new AI. Because I think we got the 80s version of Marshall.
We're like, yo, there's a robot back there. What's he doing? Turn around.
Can I be honest? It's still probably my favorite moment. It was the moment where it truly became art. This lunacy, it achieved, in my opinion, art.
I think that's over a year
now. Oh yeah, it has to be. It was like in January, February. Yeah, because we were definitely on the experience, and we were over there.
Yeah, we stopped doing that.
Got like March, because we started having like major problems.
Black History Month.
Oh yeah, the great.
March is March something? Is it like female month? Not like Women's Heritage Month, whatever the tag they put on there.
Female month.
Female month. You know, everybody gets a month now because you can't teach all year. You can only do it in each month. So March is like Women's History Month.
You mean we pander?
We pander. Yeah. You know,
white men.
We segregate history. Like white people get the whole year, and everybody else has to get a month. So black people get a month.
Yeah. Yeah,
Asian and Pacific Islanders get a month.
What is that, June? No, Pride Month is now June, right? And Pacific Asian Heritage is
summer.
May?
May, August. It's around the summer.
Weren't they all competing at one point? Weren't we supposed to be doing a bunch of shows? Oh, yeah, like and subscribe.
They're like different races.
Yes.
It's like the Dave Chappelle lottery, but for a month.
Right now, there's two people like, no. No.
Right now, Kyle's like, I told them not to come back.
Guys, stop. Stop, you're killing me.
All right,
Anyway, hey, we have to stay engaged. So, we got some Ghost Rider comics.
March this year, okay.
I got to pull it back.
March is Women in Comics Month.
March, okay. All right.
Kyle, I don't know who the Flowbots are. I would have passed that along.
Flowbots?
He's going to see the Flowbots.
The band?
And Neil, yeah.
Oh, cool.
You're familiar with them?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think, weren't they a band? It doesn't matter.
He's going to see him when he sees game.
Yeah, cool.
In the same span.
Okay. All right. Tori Amos wrote a really cool song about Neil Gaiman called The Flying Dutchman. And I was very fortunate in high school to have girls that had crushes on me put Flying Dutchman on a mixtape a lot. And
Handlebars. That was your song.
Oh, yeah. Flowbots Handlebars. Yeah. There you go. You want to sing it? Sing it for us, Jason? No? How's it go?
You don't sing it. It's a word song.
You know what's great?
What's it called?
What's this? Claim the Hulk book mentioned earlier. Duke.
We got a claim, but we got another copy for you.
Yeah, we'll find you.
You talking about the reprints? We definitely have another copy. Look at this. Tori Amos.
Oh my God!
Hey, Kyle, you better get that curse counter because I'm feeling F-bomb coming.
Comic book. Actually, this book was really cool.
This book is amazing.
Yeah, I was dating a girl at the time when this book came out, and she always made fun of me about working at a comic book store until this book came out, and then she was like, "Can you get me the book?" because she's a Tori Amos fan. So anyway, for anyone who doesn't know what this comic book tattoo is, all right, first of all, it's a massive, awesome book. It came out 2008, 2009. So pretty much it's all of these amazing comic book artists all taking Tori Amos lyrics and pretty much just doing illustrations of them. So I'm pretty sure it's almost the entirety of Tori Amos's career.
You get David Mack, you get Jock, you get James Stocco, you get Kelly Sue DeConnitt.
I mean, people early in the career too, like
Jonathan Hickman, Ryan Kelly, Ted McKeever. It's really good. I'm just gonna read the back of this book.
Maybe. Okay, so we were talking about earlier about our new YouTube channel. We read comics together, so the audio commentary. So this is the first one we're going to do. So everyone pull out your books, turn to page 19.
Well, nobody that has it.
If anyone is interested in this,
it would have been a lot cooler if I don't know much about Tori Amos.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so this is
it's a very nice book.
This definitely has some shelfware and everything, and originally retailed for $30. So if anyone actually wants this book, what do you think?
Only $30.
Yeah, only $30, which is why I was about to go like 20.
No, we'll do 20. 20 is good.
20?
Yeah, it's still
20.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's never going to be reprinted again.
15 tonight.
15. Okay. All right.
Just so everybody knows, shipping on that is going to be a little more than $7.
Yeah. So
with 15 tonight, you come in the shop, cover price.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. It genuinely is. And again, a lot of these people were like early in their careers. You know. Yep. Okay, that is. It's very mature. Also, very mature. Especially if you ever heard the lyrics to Little Earthquakes, and if you have any familiarity with Tori Amos's childhood, it's heavy. Let's call it. So, here, if we take a back seat, and we'll kind of move Chuck down a little. We'll put Land of the Living Gods, or giveaway book. Put it right there. All right, there we go. Where is my puppy? 6:48. Parker hasn't shown up yet. Anyway, okay. So before we completely lose you all, okay. So earlier on an earlier show, a few weeks ago, when did we have Doom War? That wasn't that long ago, right? We had the whole Doom War run.
It was the show before.
Okay, so it was our post-COVID.
It was the post your COVID.
Post my COVID.
Pre my COVID.
We're the COVID brothers, and Jason's also part of it.
I'm the grandfather.
We all kind of.
I had it long before both of you.
It is what it was.
I had the mess up version. You guys had the I feel sick. I had the
no.
stomach hurts version.
You and Al had the.
I had a cold for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I couldn't smell or taste.
I thought I was gonna die. What are we looking for?
West Coast Avenger Diaries.
Yes. Oh, the big one.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon. First appearance, first full appearance, and first cover of Dark Scarlet Witch, a book that has only gone up in value. And wait till Doctor Strange 2 comes out. If you think that Dark Scarlet Witch isn't showing up, then you haven't been watching the trailer incessantly or watching YouTube videos that are all about breaking everything down. What is that?
I saw a clip
Why do people
where
do that?
there's a button.
I can't take it. I can't take it.
And that's a button from this comic.
I am open for everyone having a voice, have a platform
in the
for your
background,
stuff.
there's a cup, and in that cup, there's a cup in West Coast Avenger 3, and in that cup, there's a.
And then they're shocked when Kevin Feige and the Marvel writers put a stained glass window of Mephisto into Loki just to screw with the YouTube channelers. Anyway, so during the Doom War, the 6-issue series, there was one big key in that series, issue number 5, which was the first appearance of the Midnight Angels. The Midnight Angels are sort of like the SWAT team or the Secret Service of the Dora Milaje. The Dora Milaje are the female bodyguards for the King T'Challa, or the King of Wakanda, or the Queen of Wakanda. It doesn't matter. They're the bodyguards of whoever is running Wakanda. And they have a secret Black Ops organization called the Midnight Angels. So Doom War number 5 had some real value because it's the first appearance of these characters. And these characters have been confirmed that they will appear in Black Panther 2. And there is another issue that has a little bit of value, primarily because, and this only matters to some people, it's the first cover appearance of the Midnight Angels. And I'm talking about Ta-Nehisi Coates and Brian Stelfreeze's Black Panther #3. So that right there are 2 out of, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them. But that is the Midnight Angels, the Black Ops of the Dora Milaje, whatever. So there you go. First cover appearance. High grade copy. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is a very fine copy, which is why it's only $6. High grade copies of this, it's like $10 or $15. But again, no matter how many tumultuous stories you hear from the production and everything like that, no matter how much certain people get themselves in trouble on social media, don't sleep on Black Panther 2, okay? I'm just saying, obviously we know Riri Williams is going to play a major role. Shuri's playing a major role. There's a possibility of an unknown child of T'Challa. So again, don't sleep on Black Panther 2. If you don't think that's going to be huge, then you've been sleeping for the past 15 years. Yes. Oh, yeah, you can.
Thank you, Mr. Harmon.
All right, Mr. Harmon. Duke, good grab, buddy.
Who's directing?
Oh, same guy, Ryan Coogler. Okay. I mean, I feel
it's like the same team.
Yeah, it's everybody. It's just that obviously they had to deal with the tragic death of Chadwick Boseman, and then obviously the young actress who plays Shuri got herself into a little bit of
she also got
trouble.
Hurt. She also got hurt.
Oh, she did get injured. That is right. That did happen. And as far as we know, Chad, I'm also asking you, has anyone confirmed, because there was a customer in here earlier who kept telling me that they absolutely recast T'Challa. And I said, I don't think that's right?
I think it's Jason Biggs. Jason Biggs is going to be Black Panther.
What made you think it's Jason Biggs?
Not Biggs, his Bateman.
No, wait, like Jason. Where'd that come? Is he gonna
Justine Bateman.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Mr. Freeze, I'm afraid Duke beat you to it. If we have another copy, we'll
I'll look for it. In fact, I got lucky and just found that. I thought we were out of that because we sold them months ago.
I don't know. Manny's interested in the Spider-Man books you
got? Spider-Man books, right?
Just see what are the Spider-Man. All right, we got Spectacular.
Did we? No.
Oh, Amazing.
No.
It's 2 Amazings over there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. I'm just... All right, so real quick. This is Amazing Spider-Man. This is the Mr. Oz corner of first appearances of Q-list, Z-list, G-list supervillains. So this is Amazing Spider-Man 283. This is a very fine copy at $5. And it is key because it is the first cameo appearance of the villain, Mongoose. And then we have Amazing Spider-Man 658, high-grade copy at $8. I can't believe this book on eBay. I checked it out like 2 weeks ago. Sold for $20, and yet he hasn't worn this costume in Anyway, it's the first Amazing Spider-Man cover appearance of the Future Foundation outfit. Illustrated by Marko Djurdjevic, very beautiful. But again, I think any covers on a Spider-Man book that's the first cover appearance of a Spider-Man costume has value. It's one of those.
Whatever that blue costume changed to.
Oh, it was like 2 ago. You talk, yeah, it was like 2 or 3 issues, and it was already.
That was it. And then that thing sold in like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Everybody came in for that book.
And it didn't amount to anything. But I didn't know this. I saw it yet. Okay, Jason, thank you. I didn't realize there was a variant. I don't know if it was like a 1 in 50 or 1 in 100. We never had it. But it was so cool because it was the, I can't remember which issue number it is, but it's a very iconic cover of the Hobgoblin, and he's tearing in half the Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, it's the first time.
Is that the first appearance? That cover? Oh, okay. Well, this variant homage cover is Spider-Man in that weird blue outfit, tearing the old. I don't know. It was clever, right?
That was cool.
Yeah, it was neat. Yeah, And then the other Spider-Man book we have is the one I mentioned earlier. It's the Good Plus copy of Spider-Man number 1, primarily because there's a tape tear there, and somebody signed the book. And yes, we're pretty sure it's Todd McFarlane, but again, we can't prove it, so we have to consider it as a defect. But again, for $4, you can come up with a really fun story about that time you beat up Todd McFarlane.
What's the best Spider-Man costume?
To Manny, it's 283, not 238. I'm assuming that's just a typo, but I pulled it for you, so you're good.
So just in case, confirm that is the one you wanted. We'll keep it off on the side for you.
We don't have 238, so that makes it easy.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. All right, she should be coming up soon. My baby girl's almost here. Maybe it'll happen during a commercial break.
What's the best Spider-Man?
What's your favorite Spider-Man costume? Chat, favorite Spider-Man costume?
I feel like we do this every couple weeks.
Brown bag in a Fantastic Four costume.
Absolutely. The kick me one? Absolutely.
Yeah, the kick me one? That was so much fun. Let me think of some others. Miles Morales' original costume is really cool. The Spider-Gwen costume is awesome. Obviously, my favorite is the iconic.
The old school web under the...
Yes. Yeah, like two of the most iconic costumes of all time that probably should never be changed in any way is Spider-Man and Flash. You know, oh, so you didn't want that one?
No, you just fucking
Oh, okay, cool. Hey!
But 238 is the first Hobgoblin.
Oh, okay, 238 is the first Hobgoblin.
All right. Thank you, Manny.
All right, Manny, thank you very much.
You're on a roll today. You're on a roll.
I don't think they call it.
Real quick, we have The Death of Deadpool, issue number 250. This is actually a really funny book by Jerry Duggan and Brian Posehn. Yes, Deadpool definitely dies in this book. No, he doesn't stay dead. This was one of those $10 books. It's a really fun one. If you haven't read a good, funny Deadpool in a while, this is one. Captain Universe Spider Costume. That's another good one. Thanks, Gary. This is also one where Howard the Duck shows up to shame Deadpool as him being the first fourth wall breaking Marvel character. His line was, "I was you before you." It's clever. But anyway, this is a high grade copy at $12. And then we have Marvel Comics Presents issue number 89. That is a Sam Keith Wolverine cover. But what makes this important in comic history, high grade copy at $4. This is the very first Marvel work by Joe Madureira. He does a Mojo story. But once again, if you're a Joe Madureira fan, this issue contains his first published Marvel work at the age of 16. I know, right? Joe Mad, man.
There for you.
And shock of all shock, they gave him a $1,000 contract, and he used all that money to just play PlayStation games and barely drew comic books.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
We're going to do a break.
We're gonna do a break. All right. So hopefully during the break, my puppy shows up, so I don't have to jump off. But we don't know. But let's go to break. Thank you.
Imagine being at a convention and going to an interview panel that's just for you. No bustling crowds, no hours-long lines, just you, the moderator, and your favorite comic book creators. Well, this is pretty much that. Miss Jen sits down every week with 2 comic book creators for a live stream interview about their latest work, and you can ask them whatever you want. It's Talking Shop, Mondays at 5 Eastern on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
So happy you're back. I miss you so much.
Welcome back, everybody.
Hey, my dog's back.
His dog's back.
Yeah. Parker, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Yeah, Parker, come here. Here, let's say hi to everybody. Come here. Yep, pick you up. Ah, there she is. Say hi, Parker. Look at everybody. Yay! My puppy's here. Oh, I'm so happy now. All right.
Now.
Show's over. No, I'm kidding. Hey. Sorry, everybody. She's been gone for 5 days. I really missed her. And I'm so happy to have her back.
It's funny. He hasn't mentioned his girl at all.
Well, she knows I love her. Yay. How you doing, baby bear? Oh, good girl. Okay, so we're selling comic books. Oh yeah, I didn't put any new books. All right, let's look for some ROMs because I wanna read my Robot Marshall's little letter. Oh, my girl.
Hey Kyle, that's official about Mark Matt. Like you've heard that a number of places, or is that just kind of like people are talking?
Wait, Howard the Duck.
Just a lot of rumors.
Play Stanley.
Oh, okay, that's kind of clever.
Say it again, Tal.
Just a lot of rumors.
Okay. I mean, that could work.
I can see that.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Mr. Lime, we do prefer Howard the Duck. That's a good one. What's up, Parker?
All right, so Parker's in the house, so don't be surprised if Jason suddenly starts going, stop, man! Don't sniff my butt! Don't sniff my crotch! Your dog's sexually assaulting me! You know, and you see me do this a lot. I'm not scratching my knee. Sorry, guys. I'm very happy. I was in kind of a funk. It's been a weird few days. Hurt my knee. Some things happened in the world that kind of upset me. My dog and my girl were gone. So I'm happy to have my little baby girl back. All right, so our boy Robot Marshall over here. Yeah, we're talking about you. Just relax. Parker, go say hi to Robot Marshall. All right. They really like each other a lot, actually. Robot Marshall was a huge fan of ROM. Now, Robot Marshall's AI was created kind of like how the Vision, the template of the Vision's personality was Simon Williams. Well, Al and I have a very good friend. I imagine most of you have seen him in the chat a few times, our boy Marshall. Well, when we needed to create a robot producer in the beginning of the show with the idea it would help us, we had to figure out how to kind of give it a personality, kind of, let's say. And we didn't want to do us because you don't want double of me or double of Al. Trust me. So we chose Marshall to create the personality template. The thing we didn't realize was it was like teenage Marshall. Yes, I know, baby girl, I know. So like 80s. So Robot Marshall was really into what real Marshall was into in the 80s. And one of his favorite books of the 80s was ROM. And so issue number 50 of ROM came out. That is a very fine minus copy at $4. This was the issue where the Skrulls fought the Dire Wraiths. So that's very fine minus at $4. So Robot Marshall was so excited about, and when I say Robot Marshall, I mean Marshall. So he wrote a little letter. So here we go. So Marshall Siegel from something, Cherry Hill, New Jersey, back in, what year is this? This is 1984, all right? He wrote a little letter that says, Dear Marvel, ever since ROM number 1, I have been waiting for a match between the Skrulls and the Wraiths. The waiting just ended. Thank you guys for a super issue filled with everything. The story, art, bonus posters, and Life with Rom and Brandy were super. Keep up the good work. And Marshall, you keep up the good letter writing. We really appreciate it, and we really wanted to celebrate. Thank you. Bro, Marshall, that wasn't that uncomfortable, right? No. See? There we go. All right. And that is issue number 55. So if you want a piece of Fat Jack's history, Marshall and Robot Marshall are deeply tied into Fat Jack's history. And here we go. I always like to promote whenever a customer and a friend has some, like Mr. Lamazov has a lot of books with, so it's always exciting when we find old back issues with letters from customer friends and good buddies and all that kind of stuff. And this one is no different. So ROM number 55, a very fine minus at $3.50.
Did you guys ever get letters? You ever write a letter? Anybody ever write a letter?
I wrote one.
Yeah, well,
I wrote to DC, and I was angry and pissed off they canceled Seekers into Mystery.
really? What?
Do you even know Seekers into Mystery?
Did you get published? Like, did it publish anywhere?
No. Because I was the one person mad that they canceled Seekers into Mystery.
Reading, they're like, you know what? This guy's probably another author.
They probably thought I was GMD Mateus.
3-year-old you.
No, it was an amazing. Okay, so JMD Mateus and Glenn Barr, they did this book for Paradox Press called Brooklyn Dreams. It was sort of like autobiographical, JMD Mateus's life. And it was brilliant. Like, I loved it. And Glenn Barr's art was amazing. And so they did this series called Seekers into Mystery for Vertigo. And I was a big Vertigo kid. And again, it was JMD Mateus and it was Glenn Barr. And there were some other artists that did some arcs. And it was like all like really heavy, like philosophy and philosophical spirituality and comparative religion and death and aliens and conspiracy theories and, let's be honest, repressed childhood traumas and sexual abuse and things of that nature. It was a very heavy but beautiful book trying to find like enlightenment in darkness and in tragedy. It was gorgeous. And then, of course, got canceled because nobody but probably me at the age of 14 was reading it. So I wrote I wrote the same letter and I sent it to DC and I sent it to Wizard Magazine and I sent it to like another one. And I was like, why the heck? And I was so angry. And of course, it never got published. Did you ever write anything?
Nope.
No? Anybody out?
Yeah, but it was.
Okay, I wrote one that got published in the Aja Fraction Hawkeye. Oh, Gary! Holy shit! Excuse me. Are you serious? Which issue number? Aja Fraction. No, I mean, that's a big deal. That's a huge book.
Hey, man, those books are key.
Published?
They kind of are.
Those books are key, Gary. You still got yours?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Did anybody else have get a letter published? I'd love to hear about it. And if you have, let us know what issue number is, and we'll see if we can find it. That'd be a fun little segment. Yeah, to just see if we have the books of people who watch us or customers and stuff like that. The problem with the Lamazov stuff is he used to get a lot of books published in Silver Age DC books.
Yeah, he would always buy it. If he came across them,
he would buy them.
Even if they were on the wall.
Yeah. Well, the problem is he got letters published in a few key issues that are not affordable.
Really?
Yeah, they're not. You would have to buy a super low grade copy, get it for like nothing, just so you can be like, look, there's his letter.
I mean, he also it's like double digits the amount of letters.
Oh yeah. I think at one point there was, I don't know if it was a Superman editor or I can't remember what editor it was, but Dave became sort of a regular. Like there was a period, especially in the 80s and in Marvel books, some of the DC stuff, where certain people wrote a letter for every issue, and it became like a theme in the letter pages that there'd be like one or two people, usually dudes, and they would constantly like print their letter because they were such a regular. And in all fairness, these letters, even if I didn't agree with them, they were based upon real like critical theory. Like they were really talking about what was going on in the issues and stuff like that. It wasn't just like I liked it, I didn't like it. why is so-and-so wearing underwear? I thought it was just Commando. It was like, it was interesting stuff. There's this one dude from the Netherlands who used to always get published in, it was a Marvel book, and it must have been in like the late 80s and early 90s. It was like, his name was like Otto or Omir, or like, I can't remember, but yeah, he was always from the Netherlands, and he was very critical of whatever, like the editor, whoever would like write the letter page response, they would get into these like arguments in the letter pages. Yeah.
I have a couple of those books, and I'm like, wow, okay, that's an interesting.
Again, it's why, and I understand why it doesn't exist as much anymore with obviously the internet and social media and everything like that. And let's be honest, we've learned not everyone needs a voice. Some people should be muzzled, but it was neat. The letters pages was it's an old throwback that just doesn't have really a place anymore, which kind of sucks. I think the only books recently that really had the Rick Remender creator-owned books, especially Deadly Class, that's a really cool letters page. Saga used to have a really good letters page. Paper Girls had a good one. It's usually writers or artists that have a really established fan base, and they love that interaction and all that kind of stuff. All right, so real quick, let's show off these ROM books. If anyone here's okay, so ROM at one point, everybody guest starred with them, but this wasn't the 90s. So ROM was allowed to have guest stars that wasn't just Wolverine, Spider-Man, Ghost Rider, and the Punisher. So at one point we had a Shang-Chi guest starring issue done by the amazing Jean Day, who died way too young. We also get ROM teaming up with Namor. That is a very good plus copy at $2.50. And then we have ROM issue number 42. That's a fine copy at $3. And then we have ROM 45, where the Soviet super soldiers show up to cause some trouble. That is a fine copy at $3.
Again?
Yeah, I know. Hey, you said it, not me. You know how badly I'm holding back? Kyle, I want credit for something I haven't done. Because trust me.
Listen, we're
I debated it.
We're 6 in the hole right now.
I know. I'm just saying, I really wanted to talk about the Sixers, and I wanted to talk about something very tragic. I sat on the phone with an important person in my life last night, and she was very upset about something going on. Curse count. -1.5 for not cursing at Jason.
Woo!
Thank you. Yeah. We do need a point system.
Wait, we can't talk about the war.
No, well, I mean, I want
We
it.
can't talk about World War III starting this week. We're all going to be in fucking war soon.
All right.
Oh, there we go. There's another one.
I wasn't going to interrupt, but
Can we run out?
no. I spent my week at Comics Pro being the guy who was relaying the news to the people at Comics Pro as to what was happening in real time.
It's amazing.
It was entirely depressing.
Don't know what's going on. Like, they literally have no clue.
It's crazy how it's rippling through everything. Like how Formula One, the Russian drivers got pulled. You didn't think about all of that.
Well,
it's a big deal.
It started with Boom Studios has an artist in Ukraine right now working on a book. And so it started off with, can you keep an eye on this person's Twitter while we're presenting for us? Just make sure they're okay. And then it just turned into me reporting the news to all of the Comics Pro people who were busy, doing comic book stuff. And it got really depressing really quick.
Because, we're not going to drag it down, but let's just state the obvious.
We need ROM in real life is all I'm saying.
Yeah. It's really tragic. It's really depressing.
It's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. And let's say there's
if you can't be with the one you love the one you're with, because it's all going down.
Yeah,
it is, man.
No, it is.
Sorry,
there's the other one.
That's it. I'm done talking. Because I can't.
Now we're at 0 again. See,
I actually can't stop.
Now we've been punished. All right, ROM's 48. Fine copy, $3. Hey, don't worry, guys. Enter Alpha Flight. John Byrne cover. Alpha Flight will save the day. Fine minus copy, $2.50. Issue 57. Wave of Death. That sounds apropos. Issue 57. Fine copy 250. Fine minus. Into the Darkness of the Wraith Realm. That is a fine minus copy at 250. And then obviously we did issue 50 and 55. The infamous Robot Marshall writes a letter. So there's our ROM issues. I imagine most of you only want ROM number 1, but
well, you put that one up.
We've sold them all.
You don't have any more?
Unless it appears again, we've run through all of our ROMs. All right. So next up, let us. You know what? No, I'm gonna make myself feel better. Yeah, because I'll be honest with you, this stuff is. Again, I was on the phone last night with somebody who's a first-generation immigrant from the Ukraine who still has family over there, and all she was talking about, she's crying on the phone, is how the last time she talked to her family, they were in an old subway station as a makeshift bomb shelter. All right, so there's a lot of heavy crap going on. So because of that, I'm going to turn to the one character that always makes me feel better about being American. Because let's be honest, there's a large subset of this country that actually thinks we should help a certain country invade the other country. There are some people who are very attracted to a certain kind of, what's the term? Authoritarian, dictatorship, fascist. I don't know. I mean, it's not for me to say. Political, history theorists.
You got counter ready.
But okay, so as I joked on Instagram, my favorite comic book character of all time is John Constantine. But I have very early childhood imprinting. Characters that just, again, they weren't cool, but they taught me something. Spiderman, Superman, Thor, but the be-all, end-all, the one who's the most misunderstood. Because when most people think of this character, they're like, that's that jingoistic, patriotic, Boy Scout, Bullocks stuff. And I'm like, no. This character is punk rock. This character represents the real American spirit. The spirit of F bullies. I'm gonna stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. I am going to, whether I agree with you or not, I believe in your right to exist. I agree with your right to freedom and all that other kind of stuff, as long as it doesn't discriminate and oppress other people. And you better believe I'm talking about none other than Andrew Dice Clay's famous character, Ford Fairlane. Now, I mean, you obviously know who I'm talking about. Yeah, there you go. Captain Mother Father America. That's right.
Don't ever do that again. It's weird.
There's my way of getting around it. Yeah. No, because again, I want to reiterate, there's a lot of people who don't. It's why it was not a shock that the biggest breakaway character from the MCU, the character that I think shocked how many people fell in love with this character, was Captain America, was Steve Rogers, because the MCU got him right. Okay? It's not about the flag. It's not about government. It's not about any of that. This country was built on immigrants. This country was built on giving people an opportunity to make something of their life, to build a future that they can then give to their children and their children's children. And more than anything else, it's standing up to bullies, the people who feel they have the right to oppress and discriminate against other people. And again, we live in a country, freedom of speech. You have every right to think how you want to feel. I always use this metaphor. You can think whatever hateful thing you want in your house. You can say whatever awful, racist, whatever you want to do. But the moment that your thoughts cause you to burn your neighbor's house down, or to vote for laws that discriminate against others that aren't you, sorry, man, you're part of the bullies. You're the problem. You're not part of the solution. This isn't like we're all compromising and trying to get along with each other. And that's what Captain America represents. He represents the ideal concept of America, the America that I believe in, even though I have my issues with the government. I got all, no QAnon thing here or anything like that. No, you hear us all the time. We're not showing up for the traitor holiday, okay? Nothing like that. And there's a lot of things I don't agree with. But, again, we're in this together. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all floating in space. You got it, Parker. I know. She's whining because she's like, Daddy's getting intense. And she doesn't like it when Daddy's intense. So I apologize. I really didn't want to. But Al, who is hired to manage me and keep me, Al is great.
I didn't expect this, Kyle. I'm sorry. I would have had music ready.
But anyway, we're going to talk about, we should softly hum America the Beautiful.
Again, it's Kyle's fault for not putting an American Eagle on through the screen. So, I mean,
Eagles!
There should be a flag waving.
Sixers! Yeah, we're in Philly, guys. I mean,
Sixers dominating.
Sixers!
There should be Gritty standing on top of a burning car with a Black Lives Matter sign.
Oh God, yeah, dude, that's or one of the great homages to Captain America #1, Captain America Comics #1, was Gritty punching out Hitler. Yeah! Oh my gosh! All right. Time to. Oh, Gary, there's no spec books here. This is just Captain America. So, boom. Captain America 258. Very good plus copy at $2. Blasted by Blockbuster. Now we're going to get into the Mike Zeck covers. Now, for a lot of these issues, Mike Zeck did do a lot of the interiors, but not all of them, okay? But he had a great run of covers. So here's one. Captain America 259. It had to happen. Cap battles Doc Ock. That's a fine copy at $3. Captain America and the Man Called Nomad. Issue 261. Fine minus copy at $250. Just hop back on that plane, Hero Man. California is my turf. Whatever. This is a fun one. The Ameridroid. This is where a fascist organization run by the Red Skull and the Hydra, who pretended to be a bunch of American senators, they created a big, giant monster Captain America to beat him up. He's twice as big, twice as much trouble. He's the power-mad Ameridroid. Captain America 262, very good plus $2. Right, here we go. At my command, the Ameridroid shall finally destroy Captain America. There's the Red Skull, the one and only. Issue 263, fine copy, $3. And then 265. This is not part of the Mike Zeck run. This is who's this artist? No, it is Mike Zeck. It was just inked by a different inker, which kind of probably made it a little different. But Spider-Man's hanging out, Captain America, Nick Fury's hanging out, and don't worry, you can win a Columbia 10-speed racer Formula 10.
Has anybody ever?
Here's the thing. I want to write a movie, Gary. This is something we should definitely do together. There should be like this mystical 10-speed racer that was, or the Toys R Us speed. Well, the Toys R Us spree is more abstract. This is at least physical.
That's true.
It'd be like a bunch of people who went, did anyone win it? And it ends up being this great epic journey, like the Odyssey of them searching for, not the Golden Fleece, but the 10-speed Columbia Formula 10 racer that Marvel Comics in the early 80s tried to convince people they could win.
I could absolutely get behind that.
Right? That'd be fun.
There's a class action lawsuit at the end of the story.
Right. But imagine if you really did, sort of like with Oh Brother Where Art Thou, where you do structure it like an old school epic poem, you know? Anyway, Gary understands what I'm talking about. Jason,
I got you.
You go back to criticizing Book of Boba Fett, which, don't worry, Henry agrees with you. But I actually disagree with the two of you.
Really?
Yep. The only thing I was not a fan of is the mods aesthetically just didn't really fit. But in terms of everything else, I enjoyed it. So $2.65, fine copy at $3. But it's okay. You don't like Monster Squad, so that says all you need to know. There's a cool Mike Zeck cover. Issue 278, very good plus, $1.50. All right. 279. How can Cap be fighting Steve Rogers when he is Steve Rogers? Oh, no. Fine minus at $2.50. Oh, this is a stone cold classic cover. Mike Zeck, Scarecrow. The Sinister Scarecrow is back and he's out for blood. Issue 280, fine minus copy at $2.50. Up. Captain America, he's back with Bucky. I don't think this was Steve Rogers at this point. Spider-Woman shows up. Bucky's around. The Viper, Constrictor, Defenders of World War II show up. Issue 281, very good plus, $2. Uh-oh. Captain America, Nomad, Sharon Carter fighting off against Viper. Issue 283, very good plus copy, $2. Now this is another stone cold cover. Captain America versus Deathlock. Look at that Mike Zeck, beautiful cover. Fine plus copy at $3.50. That's issue 287. Oh, here's a fun one. Red Skull is kind of like a MODOK. And Bernie America. Yeah, there we are. Issue 289. This is the Assistant Editors Month book, which was something that Marvel really wanted people to think was this absurd fun thing. Anyway, fine minus copy at $2.50. Oh, Beware the Black Crow. That's not weird now. Fine minus copy at $2.50. Issue 292. There's Ed Hannigan and Klaus Janson doing their best John Byrne impression. Uh-oh. Nomad failed Cap. There's a fine plus copy at $4. That's issue 293. There we go. So that's all those Captain Americas. Let's get to a few more Captain Americas. Why not? Unless someone in the chat says, please, no more.
You want us to break now, or you want to wait till after the caps or something?
Oh, there's a lot of caps. So if you want to break now, let's just break now.
Let's break now and then hit the cap.
Yeah. Now?
No, we'll just go now. We'll just keep going.
Do it us.
Hey, Kyle, why don't you get your hand out your
We
pants?
didn't go to break. I think I just pooped my pants.
Break time. Anyway.
All right, I guess we're doing more Captain America.
Sorry, my wings just showed up.
Oh, wings. Kyle always choosing wings over us.
What kind of wings?
Buffalo from Quaker Steak and Lube.
From who?
Quaker Steak and Lube.
No, we don't have one of those.
I don't have one at home either. I'm in a hotel room, so.
Hey, before we go to break, I just want to show the cover that says it all. Captain America 300. Cap versus the Red Skull. To the death. Cap punches Nazis. Never gets old. Never gets old. Also, this is the issue where the Red Skull dies.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of times this character has died. Now, this one is actually a very fine plus. It's a beautiful copy. $6. Iconic 300th issue. And with that said, as Kyle finishes off his wings, I guess we're going to go to a break.
They say it, and it's true, that everything is getting faster. You're not getting any younger, and time is the single resource that you can never get back or get any more of. So why walk into your local comic shop blind when you can go in laser focused on the best books on the shelf?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Minute to Skim It. Yeah!
Spend 1 hour with Miss Jen and Bean, and they'll give you rapid-fire reviews of all the new comics hitting stores. Spend less time shopping and more time reading.
This is Provenance of Secrets.
This is The Heathens. I read Wolverine number 17.
Minute to Skim It, every Tuesday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, on The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales.
Shit, everybody's just like yelling at dogs.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, Kyle, we're gonna cut it a little early tonight, like quarter of, or maybe 10 of. Just to give you a heads up, just because with the dog here and all, we just want to get out of here. And that's to everybody in the chat too. Sorry, not a full show tonight.
No, it's not true. I mean, like, it's a full. I mean, sort of full.
Quaker State and Lube is the name of the wings place.
Quaker State is like an oil company. That's just weird. But steak, like the food, I don't like this place.
That's weird too.
Everything about it's just weird.
Everything about your wings is weird to us.
How about this?
Not fan.
Quaker Steak and Lube. So it's like okay.
Okay, so let's throw it out to the chat in case anyone's interested. I can continue with the Captain Americas. I can talk about some Ghost Riders. I got some Avengers. I got some Avengers West Coast. But I want to warn people, there's no big epic keys, okay? I think the most key of the Avengers we have here is the first appearance of Monica Rambeau's mother, Maria Rambeau, that some people on the internet have convinced themselves is in the Illuminati in the Doctor Strange 2 trailer. Did you hear that rumor?
So
what the hell is that? How would they even know that? They don't even know.
One of the videos I saw says the way she was walking looks like the way Maria Rambeau
Stop
walks.
it. You gotta be kidding me with this.
Not kidding you. But you know what? They search
because her first appearance suddenly went from a $2 book to a $20 book.
I mean,
so obviously, like, some people convince themselves that might be real. Anyway, I mean, we can. Ghost Rider number 1 came out this week. Return of Johnny Blaze's Ghost Rider. We got some Ghost Rider books up here. Most of them are Johnny Blaze related. We got some Danny Ketches. We got Robbie Reyes there, but everybody else is pretty much, Johnny Blaze. Though the funny thing is how many times has Johnny Blaze returned as the Ghost Rider? Is this like the 5th time?
This is what he does.
Yeah, he just quits and then he.
Yeah, he's a quitter. Now, Johnny Blaze is my favorite Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think just because of his name.
Yeah, the name's great.
It's a good name, and it's
Come on,
Avengers itself is fun.
And Method Man called himself Johnny Blaze.
I always got in a fist fight with a kid in high school because he thought that was his real name.
Are you kidding?
He felt like all the Wu-Tang members, those were like Tony Stark's, and I was like, nah, dude, that's Iron Man. Like, and I had
there's a cartoon character.
And he was like, I'll never forget. We were sitting in class, and he was like talking to this girl, like spitting all his knowledge. And I was like, nah, dude, you're wrong. Like, everything you're saying is wrong. But,
see, again, that's before the internet. We can't look it up, so.
But I love how it almost evolved into a fist fight.
I mean, that's what it's high school.
High school, yeah.
High school, and there's 2 young men and a female. What's going to happen?
2 young men who don't agree with each other?
And the one that was wrong wanted to get into the fight.
2 young men who've never been with a woman.
And that one
would be for another 15 years.
That's good, man. That is really good. All right.
There is no difference. They're all just a motorcycle guy with a flaming head. It's the same thing. They all have a history.
Though I do like how over the years, Marvel has really developed, and I think Jason Aaron really did this with his run on Ghost Rider, where they really, yes, my dog is humping me right now, where they really developed the whole idea of the spirits of vengeance as this sort of kind of nature archetype, like just a part of the universe.
It's more like the Grendel. Like
yeah.
How Grendel became, it was just like an entity.
Yeah, like it's so cool. Like Ghost Riders that like rode woolly mammoths or sharks, or like there's some I'm pretty sure Jason Aaron might have been the first one to really. I'm trying to think of anyone else.
Remember his run only because of those crazy nurses.
Dude, his run
and his every issue ended like a Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yes.
That was great.
Dude, like I know some people aren't digging Jason Aaron's Avengers for whatever reason. That's fine. But Jason Aaron okay, is an amazing writer. Like, if you ever, like, come on, his creator-owned stuff, Southern Bastards, Scalped is one of the greatest comic books of all time, especially in the, what's called crime genre. It's the last great Vertigo book. Like, I can't think of a single Vertigo book that came after Scalped that was even remotely as good. Yeah, I mean, I can, Unfollow, Saucer Country.
I can name a bunch that didn't go past 20 issues.
Yeah, I know, right? But again, like Other Side,
Other Side is anybody talk about Garth Ennis war comic? That's an excellent Vietnam comic. I mean, it honestly
both sides, right? Like it's
it's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, I think the only reason why it doesn't get talked about as much now is because the artist Cameron Stewart has become problematic. And so that is kind of yeah. So they're not rushing to put it back out in print.
How come people don't like his Avengers? What's the problem with that?
I don't know. I think it's
just going on too long.
Well, no. For me, what I love about it is I think what also other people don't like about it. It's like really absurd. Like he's just like, I'm writing comic books, so like there's no such thing as realism or representationalism or any of that bullshit. Like. He's just like, what is the most insane stuff I can think of? And I'm going to throw it out there. Like the Avengers Forever thing, where like there's a whole like Tony Stark, who's like Ant-Man. But like there's this like weird, it's just, that's what I appreciate about Jason Aaron is because like when he does the more mainstream superhero stuff, he doesn't try to like high road anybody. He's just like, I am going to have fun. I am going to write comics as if I was a 10-year-old in 1986 picking up Marvel Comics for the very first time. He's like, it's comic books. Let's just have fun. Let's get weird. Let's get crazy. So, I love him for it. And again, let's be honest. He wrote one of the greatest Thor runs of all time. He just did. Like, I know some people who don't like his run for whatever reason. They don't like women. But like, it's a great run. He did more for the Thor mythos than anybody else since Kirby. Like, he introduced more concepts, like stuff that Marvel Comics and the MCU is starting to pick up on, 10, 15 years later.
He got Donny Cates trending before Donny Cates even touched a copy of it. Before he wrote sentence 1 in any Thor, he was trending. Where'd she go?
She went down the hall there.
Parker, come here. Parker. Hey, Jason, can you go get my dog?
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm going to send Banana to go get my puppy so I don't leave you guys without these two sexy faces. Hey.
Put the talent up there. I'll go get the
I'll say this. Al and I did not grow our beards for any reason, but it does feel very appropriate lately. Oh, God, I love doing this.
You look like you would have been there on the 6th.
You know what? No.
I got that.
Because it is.
It's because
it's and I have most people think that
shout out to the mayor if he's watching. He said that to me.
Wait, the mayor?
Yeah. I mean the mayor, my neighbor.
Oh, okay. I was like, Mayor
Straight, he was the first one. He like yelled at me too. He was like, "Man, where were you the other day?" I said, "What?" He was like, "Oh, I'm just sitting." This was like a year ago. But I was walking by where he was like, "You look like you were on the news the other day." I was like, "That's not funny."
Did you ever find out? Was it the roofers? Did you ever find out about that symbol?
I never did. But I'm going to end up hiring them. So,
really? So you're just going to screw it?
I need a roofer.
No, it's true. It's true.
So I got a business card from a roofer, and I asked multiple people. Like,
the symbol,
pretty much everybody I know that I came in contact with.
There was a symbol on the card. Let's not bury the lead. There was a symbol on the card that was evocative, let's say. It had a vibe to it.
It was weird. It was like a trident. It was like a weird pitchfork. It looked like a Maserati pitchfork, honestly. But it was weird. And I met these roofers in my neighborhood, and we all looked like we shopped at the same store, the same haircut, and everything. And I was a little nervous about the symbol, and so I asked around to see if it was like some kind of code, because you can't do this anymore. You can't do gang symbols.
Which is funny because every time an NBA player hits a 3, everyone does this.
Yeah.
The 3. But this guy.
It's not okay.
Yeah, but it's okay. Do you see it?
So,
At some point, do we not sell comics and it just becomes a podcast? Is it? Do we have Kyle and Gary watching us? Is that about it?
Kyle, Gary, me.
We got 6 people watching.
We really do have 6 people?
At least 6.
Wow.
There's 2 other people. There's Kyle, Gary, me.
Hey, there's 2 people. Hey, whoever those 2 people are, I hope you're enjoying whatever dinner you're making. Or
whoever's dog has nowhere to talk to. It's just background sound.
Yeah.
I think
It's okay. Most people figure out, like, once we get
Someone
to the
left
keys.
their dog at home, these voices in the background.
Well,
I imagine most guys buying what they're going to buy.
Yeah, and then
the
they
show's so busy.
Yeah. No, I've had customers honestly say to me, they're like, "Yeah, dude, I always tune into the local thing because that's when you sell all the best books." And then I bet
They see the post and they know it's coming.
because again,
Yeah, I'll take that.
we have to do 2 shows. Like I don't know, like save it. I like.
But that's why it's an experience because this is what you could.
This is like hanging out in a comic book shop, right?
And Mike, if you're watching, we had a really good day before the show. So don't worry.
Yeah, it's all good. Plus, again, as much as I told myself I wouldn't, the moment my sweet, sweet baby showed up, I can't think of anything else. Come here, baby. Let's
throw out your back.
Let's say hi to everybody. Yay! There she is. Does anyone recognize her?
No, Sam. Sam's still there. Let's do some work.
Sam Melendez is there?
Sam's still here.
All right. Hey, Sam. I can do more Captain Americas. All right, so.
Sam, what's the best Frank Sinatra song?
Ooh. That's a good one. I don't know what the hell to sell. My dog's humping me again.
We got to, we might as well just.
I don't know. We can wind it down.
We got a couple minutes.
Do we have to clean up in a way we haven't done before? Because there's no shows tomorrow?
No, shop's
The shop's still closed. Okay. So
still
so we can. All right. So you don't mind? So we can bail at a.
No, that's fine. I'll do it all. That's fine. I'll put it all away. That's fine. I
All
don't have
back.
anything to do tomorrow.
For next week.
We just close the shop and wait for you to come in on Wednesday. Shop's only open when Brendan's here. Books, these are only for him.
Hey! There's some people who call and go, "Is Brendan there?" And you go, "No," and you're like, "All right, I'll call back when he's there." Just saying.
Couldn't be from that hoard of books that he won't let anyone touch. Couldn't be that.
What are you talking about? That hoard of books has benefited this shop immensely.
Half of those are mine.
I'm small. No, that's wrong. Sam's right. You're wrong, Gary. Sorry.
Well, what did Sam say?
Sam said fly me to the moon.
Ooh, nice. We gotta interact with the chat more.
Gary said in the wee small hours.
The wee small hours.
It's a good one. It's a little too mellow.
How's that one go? What
Moonlight in Vermont, I'm not familiar with.
Moonlight in Vermont? Maybe I'm not familiar with a lot of Sinatra. Oh, actually, you know what's weird about this? My old flame who called me, about Ukraine last night and stuff like that. Her favorite musician was Frank Sinatra.
Really?
Yeah, in college I painted her a Frank Sinatra standing. It was this. I hate to call my painting beautiful, but it was like I attempted to do this like chiaroscuro, this like. Almost in a weird way, it looked like kind of like a Frank Miller Sin City. Strong highlights, super strong shadows. The shadows pretty much created the contours and the shapes. And it's Sinatra standing in a spotlight with a soul like microphone, like kind of holding his hat down with a drink in his hand as he's about to move, like his positioning. Like it was an old Renaissance technique, where the figure looks like it's about to move. So you're not like, so it's so hard to do because it's so subtle, because you can't have the character just moving and they can't be stiff. So it's trying to find that weird shift where like they're starting to move before they actually get, Parker, don't whine, baby girl. She loved it, so that's all I can, as an artist, if you make a piece, and someone enjoys it, you've done it. Hey, did you like your He-Man painting?
It's still hanging up.
Is it still hanging up? Awesome.
It's coming down soon.
Oh, that sucks.
I got to paint that.
Okay, but you're not going to throw it away or anything.
No, absolutely not. No, Aaron was nice enough. He painted me all of the He-Man villains.
Masters of the Universe movie.
Masters of the Universe movie.
Yeah.
What was that, like 3x3? 4x4.
Yeah, it was like a 4x4. So it was big.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
No,
And I did it from memory.
He painted that and dropped it off. What was that, birthday?
It was like a birthday, but it was like, oh, that's your birthday.
It was years ago. It took so long.
Long time ago.
We painted that room before we hung it up. It was reason to paint the room and
That's
get
right.
the room
Yeah.
in order.
That's right. And it's
now
funny.
It's time to paint again.
Whenever I look back at the last photo I took before I gave it to you, I never want to see it again.
Really?
Oh, dude, there's like so many things. I'm like, oh my God, Brendan, fuck. Oh, you messed up. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. Oh.
No, it creeps people out.
Does it?
Genuinely creeps people out because it's right there and they come in and what's it's like the skeleton.
Yeah, it's the four of them.
It's the four of them, but whatever the skeleton character is with the long.
Yeah.
I'm like, who's that lady? Why you got this nasty looking lady hanging on you? Like it creeps. It genuinely creeps people out. I'll take a picture and send.
Yeah. I don't. No, the one thing that I never should have done is the sword. Oh. What was I thinking? I know.
Castle Grayskull?
No. It's just the four. It's the sword dude on the top right hand corner. The Beast Man ish character. He kind of takes up the whole kind of upper left hand corner. You get the kind of armored reptile guy in the bottom left hand corner, and in the foreground, right there at the bottom right is the. Like he's got the big white wig and he's got the pasty. He's just I don't know who the hell he is. I'll tell you one thing though, Meg Foster as Evil Lynn, sweet. And Frank Langella, dude, Frank Langella.
That was a good movie.
Oh my God, Jason.
I enjoyed that movie because it was.
Do all three of us agree on something?
It's the big one.
When people are like, that's the worst movie in the world, I say nay. Nay. That is a good movie because it's fun.
I haven't gotten in a fight to defend that movie, but I will.
Oh yeah, I will too. Well, it's one of those movies, we've talked about this before. I never want to recommend it to anybody. I'm not gonna have a conversation about it. It's just I have a relationship with it, and that's all that needs to be. And more importantly, though, it was the very first time that Kirby Designs made it into an actual film. They ripped off, if you've ever seen the Masters of the Universe movie from 1988, 89, 88, I think it was 88, 87. It was the end of, what was that company? Globus? Canon, the Canon Group. Oh, yeah.
It's the last,
it was the end of it. Oh, yeah, because they had 2 huge bombs that year. Okay, alright, so Masters of the Universe was a bomb. It didn't do well.
RoboCop.
No. What was the other movie that pretty much bankrupted the Canon Group? And I'll give you a hint. It was part 4 of a franchise.
Canon had a very good run before that, too.
Listen.
Very good run.
No, yeah, you know why they had a good run? Because they would make movies super cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Then the movie would make more money than they expected.
They were fun.
And then they would take the profits, they would make then 10 cheap movies, and all you needed was one of them. Because again, American Ninja, like you think those movies cost anything? All right, but real quick.
Police Academy.
Is that it? No.
That's Ed Freeze's guess.
No. Good guess, Ed, but no. I don't want to give it away because if I hint too much, it's so obvious. What's the best way I can? Okay.
Who's the star?
No, see, I can't because it will immediately give it away. There was Rocky IV was the Dolph Lundgren character. Ivan Drago. Okay, there was another villain who was a big, beefy blonde dude who was the villain of this movie, this 4th film in a franchise. I'll give you a hint. The franchise started in the late 70s. Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
Right.
Yes, it is.
So much money into that, too.
Yeah, they did. And it bombed. So Masters of the Universe and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace destroyed the Canon Group.
Canon kind of became a, let's say, money laundering scheme at one point.
Yeah, there was some questionable stuff.
It's a weird kind of world.
Yeah.
movie I just thought of. I just forgot it with Heat of the scene as M. Bison.
Man, this is such great entertainment.
Street Fighter.
Raul
Raul Julia.
Everybody hates that movie. I love that movie.
All right, you're back in your section.
You
took 2 steps forward and like 3 steps back.
Raul Julia?
So close. So close. Because you know what? Jean-Claude Van Damme already made a Street Fighter movie. It was called Lionheart.
He made it like 5 times.
Yeah, he made 5 times. You're right. Bloodsport, Kickboxer, Lionheart, Quest for Peace. They're all the same movie. Can we just be clear for a moment? Jean-Claude Van Damme, who couldn't speak English, played Guile.
That is the
American Dream.
And he's speaking to a bunch of UN nations. It's like
Who played Chun-Li? Who played Chun-Li?
I can't remember her name.
I'll give you a hint. She was in a show recently.
Is it a show I hate? I think I hate.
It's a show that Henry and Jason really agree on.
Michelle O.
Oh, I wish it was Ming-Na, who's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. She played Chun-Li. And what was that? There was that great. I'll give it credit for one great line that Raul Julia said, which was like when I killed your parents, it was like the greatest moment in your entire life. But for me, it was just another Friday or something like that.
It was just Thursday.
It was just Thursday. Whatever. That's a great line.
Worst day in your life. For me, it was Thursday.
It was Thursday, man. That was good. Anyone saying something in chat?
Damn, she was. Meg Foster was in They Live.
Oh yeah, Meg Foster's in They Live. Man, Meg Foster, those eyes. Woo! I rewatched They Live recently. Don't be surprised. It holds up.
I saw it for the first time a couple of years ago.
But you never seen it?
Never saw it full through.
You need better friends. You need to hang out with me more. You need to come to Brendan's film school. Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, no, it freezes ass. Oh, never mind. Never mind, it's all done. Chat's answering its own question.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Mr. Fennison, welcome. If you see any books you like,
please, because
we're about to cut it. So if you see anything or you're curious,
we got some Captain Americas, we got some Ghost Riders, we got some Mace Windu. We have one Kanan the Last Padawan book. It's only issue 3. It's not one of the big keys. We got Secret Invasion number 1. We got part 2, part 3, part 4 of the 10 Knights of the Beast, the KG Beast.
You didn't talk about it. We got a Freak Brothers.
We do have a Freak Brothers.
I think they have a show coming.
They do. Now, this is a 5th print, but it just goes to show how popular and how rare Freak Brothers comics are, that even a 5th print, graded at a fine, is still valued at $10. And yeah, they definitely have a comic coming out. Freak Brothers in Grassroots, plus Fat Freddy's Cat and The Nerds.
It'll be a Tubi.
It's a Tubi
show?
Really?
Is it the Workaholics guys doing it?
Really?
They did something. Maybe like
I know
a year
they do.
ago now. Somebody told me a customer in Jersey was like, "Oh, they did Freak Brothers like a short on YouTube," and I couldn't find it. But then I heard about this animated thing, so maybe he saw something.
Woody Harrelson and Pete Davidson. Apparently.
All right, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, what do I care?
Pete Davidson. Who cares? Pete Davidson's beef.
Yeah, he's beefing with Kanye.
You got a Robbie Reyes Ghost
Rider. Yes, Robbie Reyes number 1. Now, just to be fair, this is the 2nd Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider series. The very first issue of the first Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider is also his first appearance, so that is a very key, expensive book. So if you're looking for that one, I apologize. This is the 2nd series. This is issue number 1. It's a high-grade copy, $6. Worst comes to worst, awesome cover. So there we go. Yeah, but Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider number 1 with Trav Moore doing the art. It's his first. I thought he appeared in like a one-shot, kind of like how Kamala Khan did. He did it. That Ghost Rider number. Yeah, it's easily like an $800 book. Yeah. I can't believe I know this crap. Like, it doesn't benefit. I gotta be honest with you, man. There are times I get like really depressed. Like, because it's like, I keep up with stuff that like. It's not what I love about this stuff, but I know it's important. It's important for the shop. It's like there are a lot of people who tune in specifically.
You should do this part of it because you don't have to look at anything. It's great. I just stay there and listen. I don't have to look. I don't have to bother it, and I don't agree with most of it. I just. But I can't. This is the best part of the job.
But if anything else, more than one customer or one viewer of the show has said, and it's very encouraging, that like I do the work that they don't have to do. Like they find out things are going up in value and why things are going up in value because I stand here like a jackass and I go, this book is now $30. Why? Because it's the first appearance of somebody. Guess what? They're showing up in a Disney Plus series.
Tubi. What is Tubi?
Oh, Tubi is
Tubi's awesome.
Yeah, Tubi actually is awesome because they have a lot of like. That's how I watch the Bronx Warriors. There's a lot of like. So Tubi is a free app, a free streaming app, but you have to. It's got commercials, so you can't.
That's fine.
But the thing that's really cool about Tubi is a lot of like cult films, cult series.
You get commercials, but the films are uncut.
Yes,
as far as like
that's important,
like profanity and everything,
and nudity and all that. Nothing's censored. So that's the good thing about Tubi. No, we are not sponsored by Tubi. Okay, this is.
And I don't keep up with any of it. The Tubi's, I watch the Tubi.
Yeah, no. Whatever. Well, no one's watching at this point. And in fact,
monetization.
This episode isn't being packaged. I think there's one moment in this entire episode that's being packaged, and I think it's when we said hello.
We're fat check.
Yeah, hello. We're fat
we are
checks. It wasn't the political scree. It wasn't the dog. It wasn't the we stood here for half an hour and gushed over messages.
It definitely wasn't Master Universe being good.
Oh, okay, we're done. So everyone who's still watching, thank you very much for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week. Kyle, thank you very much for tolerating us. We really appreciate it. If you ever do decide to cancel us, please let us know before it actually happens.
Check out Kyle in the chat.
But real quick,
got some Tubi movies.
we do have to actually give away this.
Ah, shit.
We do have to actually. You know what? Let's just Gary. Are you still watching? Who's still watching?
Sam's still watching.
Oh, Sam, that's yours, buddy.
That's for Sam.
That's for Sam. All right, Sam. You're going to get the Land of the Living Gods Aftershock Ambassador exclusive. The only thing I ask is please read it. Give us a review. We'd love to know. The Aftershock Ambassador comes in and talks to us. He's always looking for some feedback.
Sam, you're not required to buy us Duncan every time you come by it. Don't worry about that. It's appreciated.
It's beyond appreciated.
Not required, but just
yeah,
keep
like,
doing it.
it's not. Yeah, don't. You coming in and getting your books, man. You're good.
You're good, man. Sam, you gave us those shirts,
Yeah, that's
which are
enough, yeah.
probably one of the greatest gifts I've gotten in my life.
And surprisingly, no fat.
Yeah,
they wash really well.
They do. They do.
I was worried to wash it. I thought I was going to tip.
Yeah. The only thing is you might have to like the image gets a little crinkled. You have to give it a good.
I like to lay it flat to dry.
Yeah,
on top of the dryer.
that's smart. That is smart. So with
So-
that great Al Stewart suggestion, thank you everybody. Enjoy the rest of the experience. We'll see you back here next week. Peace.